You know, history says we're sworn enemies. Are you alive? Oh, God. Really? So, tell me about when you were the hot thing in Hollywood back in the 80s. Because that's where you were all the time. Fascinating. One. I thought so. Scintillating. I knew it. What I didn't know was his whole home life and how bad it was. But you know what? That's okay. You know, it reminds me of Jason Voorhees on Arsenio Hall back in what was that, 88? I think it was 87, 88. Yeah. Any relation? What the hell? Put this on, quick.
Sorry.
Jeez. That's better. That is better.
This thing's pretty awesome.
I couldn't even tell you where it came from. I gotta take these off.
Oh, you're throwing the fucking gloves down, bro.
I already did, bro.
You throwing the fucking gloves down, bro?
I already did.
Man, we haven't done a podcast in a while. I have so much to talk about.
Yeah, it has been a while.
So many things have happened.
Yeah?
So much to talk about.
All right.
So many things to say. Just an amazing amount of stuff to go through and to say and to talk about.
What are you going to talk about? What are you going to say when you talk about stuff?
There's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah? Stuff? Like what kind of stuff?
All sorts of things, man. You know?
Talk about Halloween stuff?
Yeah.
That's my fucking
It's almost
favorite time of
Halloween.
year.
Yeah. It's October 25th today.
6th, 7th, I don't know. 7th, I think. It's
Halloween's on the 30th or 31st?
32nd.
The 32nd.
Yeah, it's a leap year.
That's, yeah. What are you going to be for Halloween this year?
I'm not going to be anything. But
When's the last time you dressed up as for Halloween?
Years ago.
Same.
Yeah.
What were you?
Ghostbuster. I was dressing for the job, though.
Did you get it? You didn't get it? I heard...
dress for the job you want.
I heard... what the fuck's that guy's name?
Fuck.
I heard they're auditioning for the guy that played Egon's part. Maybe you can get in the new movie.
Fucking A.
He's not interested in the role for some reason.
I don't know why.
He's busy.
Such a bank.
He's busy. Yeah, he's busy. Yeah. He's under somewhere. They said he's under. He's got some job underground. They said.
Heard he's buried in work.
Yeah. Something came up. More important project.
I got. Oh my god. The reason for all
got
those
mad head skills, yo.
The reason for all those heads was they're originally supposed to be a headhunter one year for Halloween. Like the whole duster jacket and everything. I was going to have those on a chain belt hanging off me. It just never came to fruition.
It's not a bad byproduct of a failed project is to have a bunch of fucking fake severed heads sitting around. It could have been worse, you know?
It became a tradition every Halloween. I try to anyway, almost every Halloween, buy a fake severed head. Fucking
sweet. That's a good idea. I'm sure you can always find one too.
Yeah, like every year, and they're different like every year, so it's an easy tradition to do.
I didn't do it last year, but for Halloween, for a good 3-4 years in a row, I would spray fake blood all over the hood of my car in the days leading up to Halloween.
Dude, just hit a deer. It's about hunting season. You should just aim for one, man. They're all over.
No, I can't do that.
It's cheaper. Maybe it's not cheaper. It costs you more.
I actually I hit the brakes to avoid running a possum's fucking head over when I was going like
just the head?
Well, his head was crossing the yellow line, this big fucking dumb-looking possum. And I was going 60, and you know if it's a squirrel or something, I'm not going to stop going 60, especially if it's dangerous.
No.
But I actually applied the brakes and swerved a little bit to not... He froze with where his head would have gotten run over by my tire, and it was worth it to save his life, first of all, but to secondly see the dumbass look on his face. Like, you know, the one where the possum is stuck in the mailbox and they're just like frantic with their mouth just crazy open and their eyes like, what the fuck is going on? It looked like that, but he knew less what was going on. Like, it was pretty funny.
Would have been cheap blood, though. Cheap blood in your car.
Maybe I'll be a possum for Halloween this year.
I'm going to be a car for Halloween, then.
That leads to a lot of interesting interactions with people if you're driving with fake blood on your car in the days leading up to Halloween.
Yeah, I actually dressed up last year. Did the whole family thing with my daughter.
What was your...
all those Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
all those Ghostbusters. That was back when I was rocking the fucking handlebar giant mustache.
Yeah.
I got a picture of that right there.
No, you don't.
Oh. The fuck? Yeah, this year I didn't do it. This year I didn't do anything. But at the time of this recording, though, this is 3-4 days outside of Halloween, so...
What are some of your costumes as a kid that you had?
Oh, fuck. Jason Voorhees. Multiple times went to Jason. Different kinds, like flannel, ripped up shirt, fake blood, and, those cheap hockey masks. They had, like, the circle.
Oh, yeah, they were glow in the dark sometimes.
Yeah, that was, like, the thing.
Oh, the circle, yeah.
Because for some reason you could never find these with, like, the holes. And, I mean, this one's foam, but...
I was a crash dummy one year. I made a crash dummy mask out of one of those. I put blank white labels over it and drew on them and stuff.
But yeah, that was a big one. Honestly, I can't remember a lot of things I went as Halloween. Maybe Freddy, like your classic. I mean, I was born in '84, so your run of the mill like classic '80s horror icons and stuff. And I was from what I'm gathering, I mean, the people I surround myself with mostly is not weird, but outside of that small niche, I guess I was raised differently. Because I was exposed to hardcore horror movies from like the age of 5 or 6.
That's pretty young.
And I guess that's not normal, but I appreciate them for the art form and everything now. Like I never. Everyone's like, "Oh, fuck your kid up."
I remember watching.
I'm a firefighter now, an EMT. Like, clearly that's wrong.
The other night I rewatched UFC 1 for the first time since I watched it a lot when I was younger, but it had been a long time, and I got really fucking into it.
And, with like no rounds and no fucking gloves. Yeah,
I saw it when it first came out, and
it
then
was like 92 or 93. I think.
Subsequently to watching it again, I saw a video and it said it came out in 93. So I was thinking, like, I saw that at 94 at the latest. So I talked my mother into letting me watch that when I was fucking 8 years old.
Right,
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
and I grew up down the road from a video store, and the owner of it was a horror movie aficionado. So he had a large stock of horror movies and shit like that I was able to see a lot of. I had to talk my way into seeing a lot of them, you know. It's hard at a young age sometimes, but I was definitely able to watch this stuff a lot younger than.
See, I didn't.
It digs its heels into people that watch it from a young age. They seem to be the ones that become super into it, horror especially.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I am. You can't see it on camera. I love horror. Like right from the 20s.
I love whores. Oh.
20s, teens and 20s, right up to like sort of now. I mean, there's some good stuff that's out there. But yeah, my dad. I didn't have to talk my way into anything. My father just like he would watch them, and I would just happen to be there, and I'd watch them too. So, I was exposed to an early age of like all sorts of like slashers and everything. And
my old man doesn't watch horror movies, and he's always said throughout my life that, why do you watch horror movies, Dad? He goes, seen enough of that stuff in real life. And he says it like he was in like the fucking Korean War or something. But in reality, he saw like a construction accident and saw a guy die in a car accident one time or something, which is still pretty fucked up. But it's
right.
But it was just funny that he always said it like,
it's different.
Seen enough of that.
It's all different. Like if you've seen like that kind of gore in real life.
Mm.
And then like watch it, especially like my favorites, like the 70s and 80s. It's nothing, not even close to the same. Like there's some stuff now, like the Hostel franchise and stuff like that, which is like that's pushing boundaries to me, and like Green Inferno, and even go back to Cannibal Holocaust. Like those aren't fun to watch, but it's one of those things. If you're a horror fan, you have to watch them.
Human Centipede.
Yeah, like those aren't like, I can't sit down and watch like Human Centipede and shit the same way I'd sit down and watch Friday the 13th or something, because those I could sit down and be like, yeah, this is gonna be like a fun movie to watch.
You feel good when you come at the end of the franchise ones.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, the Centipede thing's weird because that, you know, but yeah, you watch Human Centipede and stuff, and it's not the same. It's like,
I just rewatched Jigsaw, and throughout the whole movie, it had a familiar sense to it. And then at the end, I realized the next day, I said, "Oh yeah, I just watched this like 2 years ago." Totally forgot that I even saw it.
Yeah.
And then watched it again, and it was enjoyable enough to watch, you know. But it's funny that a movie that I can watch it and then 2 years later watch it again and not remember seeing it the first time, because it left a non-lasting impression, but enough of an impression for me to watch it again accidentally and then get enough out of it, you know, be able to finish it.
is it bad or good?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all well and good.
Yeah, I didn't get into the Saw franchise at all.
No, I'm not so much into it either, but it would just happen to be on Hulu or something.
One franchise, which I think this goes for anybody, is just the Halloween franchise. But much like most of the franchises, like right somewhere in the middle, they kind of go sideways. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Like the Resurrection and H2O and all those.
Yeah, I was just talking about that the other day. I was saying that it hurt my heart to see Busta Rhymes bust out a fucking 10-piece black belt kung fu fucking jinjitsu combo on Michael Myers.
Yeah,
It's jinjitsu practiced by Riff Raff. He's a black belt in jinjitsu.
Did you see the 2018 Halloween movie?
No, probably not.
That John Carpenter did?
I don't think so, man. I've seen two Rob Zombie ones.
Don't even bother with those. If you have to watch it.
It's good?
It's all right. The first one's its own classic, and nothing's going to really touch it. But that's just because it's classic and whatever. You saw the second one, right? Part 2?
That's like my favorite, I think. Yeah.
All right.
The hospital. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's just as good as Part 2.
Really?
Like, to me anyway, it's your favorite, so you might really like the new one that came out last year. To me, Part 2 is like right under Part 1. It's like as good as you can get. It's not going to be as good as the first, but it's as good as you can fucking get. And it like, well, the one that just came out basically erases for everything after Part 1. Like, nothing happened.
You mean he doesn't get shot in both his eyes with a fucking with a revolver and survive it?
Like, none of that happened. It's all from the first one in 77, or 73, and then that one.
And when's the last time John Carpenter was involved with the series before that?
I think he was involved with the second one. I think he had something to do with the script. Obviously, the first one.
Really? So it was his return to the Halloween franchise after only two?
I think he was an executive producer or some kind of producer in it. But you could definitely tell that the way it was shot, it was more gritty. It wasn't like super clean. Mm-hmm. It had a gritty feel to it. And it was...
Fucking chair, man. You need a new fucking chair. It's a Halloween episode. It spooked me.
Yeah. Boogie woogie woo. It was definitely like that kind of feel. Worth seeing. Definitely worth seeing. So if you like the second one, you'd probably like this one because it's right up there.
I would definitely watch it for sure.
Yeah, it's not as good as the first, but definitely a close second.
I'm trying to get myself pumped for this new Terminator 2.
3, 4, 5, whatever it is.
2.5.
Well, yeah, whatever it is.
That's got the whole original team also. James Cameron coming back.
Does it?
With his ex-wife, Linda Hamilton, on cast.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Speaking of Boogie Woogie Woo, I went and saw the Insane Fucking Clown Posse a couple weeks ago.
All right, yeah, Halloween. They're definitely Halloween oriented. They're big on Halloween.
Walking into the place.
Tell me about that.
I had about 9 beers before I went. I'm walking in, there's these two juggalos, and I say, I go, hey, who's the opening band? And they go, Green Jelly. And I go, yeah, I bet the fucking president.
Really?
I said, I bet the fucking president of the United States of America are playing with them, right? Yeah, okay, guys. And I go in there, and Green Jelly was playing.
No shit.
They dress like war. I didn't know that.
Really?
They all have ridiculous outfits and dress like animals and have antlers and shit like that. They were pretty crazy.
I thought you meant they were actually dressed as Gwar.
No, they dress very much like them. They're Slipknot to Mushroomhead, you know what I mean? ICP did 23 songs, right?
All right. That's not a bad set.
22 of them were from before the year 2003. They were from before the Wraith.
Really?
Yeah. They did one song I didn't know.
and I was fucking wasted. I had a fucking blast, and the crowd has aged in the greatest of ways. All the fucking annoying people, I think, that when I used to go when I was younger, can't afford to go because, you know, would have to, you know, walk across town or some shit, you know. And the crowd is a little older, and the people are cooler, you know.
Really?
Not as many annoying young kids screaming. Nobody once walked up to me, let me go whoop whoop, you know.
Yeah.
That didn't happen once.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's hope.
It was awesome.
There's hope.
I'm almost willing to call myself a juggalo now. I'm this close. But they started out with, The Darkness, which was fucking insane. So from right then, you're hooked.
Wow.
Then they did Chicken Hunting all the way to the end of the chorus. And then they did another one, House of Illusions or some shit. So I'm losing my shit. And then they do The Greatest Show.
Really?
With fucking, entrance theme from WWF from the late mid-90s. You know.
98.
But it was insane to hear that live, too. And that was, it was pretty awesome. And then we got back to my buddy's house, and I took my clothes off immediately, hung my pants on a chair in the backyard with my shoes there and everything. And I went out the next morning, and it looked like all puke on him, looked like all red vomit. And I felt like an animal puked on him. And then I asked my buddy, because he was eating chili the day before, I said, you puke out your door? And he goes, no, it wasn't me. And then I figured out it was just slush from the fucking floor from the concert. And then the next day, I came to the conclusion that it was not only red pop, the Faygo shit, but also the fucking guys in Gwar had a couple of leaf blowers with rolls of toilet paper on paint rollers rigged up to the front of them, launching toilet paper into the crowd. So the whole floor was just a mess of like fucking slop that when it dries on your clothes looks like pink fucking vomit. It was awesome though. Yeah, it was great.
It's a good show. Yeah, it sounds like it.
I'd like to see. I think it was like called the Riddle Box tour. Or no, I'm not sure if it was specifically a throwback tour. I mean, I don't think they go around doing 22 out of 23 songs that are 15 years old or better. I wish they would. But if they do that kind of tour again, I'd certainly be down for that. I don't want to go and hear half the songs I haven't heard, really.
Well, I mean, obviously, clearly that's when they were bigger. Mm-hmm. Back then.
But yeah, it was lightly attended. There wasn't a super amount of people at the show either.
No?
Nope.
Few
hundred.
hundred?
It was a fucking Sunday night also.
A few hundred? Yeah, that was like, what, 3-4 weeks ago or something like that?
Yeah.
So it wasn't too long ago.
Uh-huh. It's awesome.
It's funny, we should have waited to do that ICP podcast and then whatever.
We'll put it right there. And then we just got to sit here for an hour and 40 minutes. We'll let it play. Act like we're watching it. We'll do ICP shit. How do we do ICP shit?
Whoop whoop.
Lose jobs. I'll call up and quit my job live on the show right now.
All right. Yeah, that's definitely worth
Can't make it in tomorrow, Ninja.
Yeah. You're not fresh enough. Yeah, that's definitely Halloween oriented. They some of their albums, like the Terror Wheel and whatnot, that was some of the best albums was their horror songs. Some of their best songs were horror theme songs, at least to me anyway. But that's just like going back. I mean, that's what I know from an early age. So
they did the Ned game live, which I don't think they've ever done before, and was really weird. Or maybe they have done it, and I totally forgot about it.
that's a hard one to do live.
It is,
figure.
and it was weird, and I didn't like it a whole
Even
lot.
with like the breaks in between and everything. Like,
yeah, there was some weird little instrumental things in or little musical ditties and everything. Yeah.
Huh.
I think they do that. That feels like Styx after 20 years being like, all right, guys, it's time to start doing fucking Mr. Roboto, you know?
I feel like that would like kind of kill the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, it's not a fast paced.
Yeah, a lot of breaks and stuff.
They're
in
literally
between.
just throwing it in there for the nostalgia value, and I think people definitely got excited when they heard it come on. But then when you actually
about a minute in,
goes
you're
through,
like, we can't really do anything to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of the beats are game show based, inspired, so it's like game show type of music, you know. But the crowd likes to yell the punchlines along with it and stuff like that. Also, I
Kind
guess
of like Rocky Horror Picture Show.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't know. I just said that, but I know that, I don't know that personally, but I do know that they do viewings of that and dress up and everything.
Oh yeah, they like quote the movie when they do the whole thing. They do the same thing with the movie The Blob.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like Blob Fest or some shit like that down in Pennsylvania.
Is there a whole room full of fucking blob jelly you can roll around in or something?
There, I guess, is a guy that has
No doubt. I bet.
a chunk or a pail of the original Blob from 1950, whatever. Like still, like caretaker.
No.
He keeps it.
It's like Belial. It's like basket case. He carries it around and talks to it and shit. That's weird. You think he ever... The reason he quit drinking is because he made one mistake his whole life, and everybody still asks him about it to this day. What's that little bit of white discoloration in the blob there? Overage, you know. Yeah. Doesn't look like semen to me. I didn't say anything about semen. Yeah, me neither. I don't drink anymore. I tell you that. 30 years sober.
Yeah, I had to make a
Did
change.
you rape the blob?
Yeah. Oh, rape is a strong word.
What percentage of these severed heads that you buy every year do you think somebody buys and fucks?
100.
Like if all right, so if 100 of these get sold, how many of them are getting a fucking big or small power drill to the mouth and getting the fucking dick in there?
21.
So 21%. So 1 out of 5 times somebody buys one of these, get the cock in the mouth.
Yeah.
And we gotta do that now just to find out what's inside of this one.
We got.
All right, you get the mouth, I'll get the eye.
No, you got to get the good eye.
Those are the people you got to look out for. The kids you look out for are the ones you find with a hole in the eye.
You want this head? Mm-mm.
I bet you people do probably fuck those things. Little kids probably fuck them too.
Wait a minute. Rewind here. What we were talking about, like things I went to. Lean up against the wall. Yeah, that's good. That's good too. What did you go as all the time?
I think I was a spider one year. I had when I was a real young kid, a short kid.
Spider-Man. That's right. I did go Spider.
And I could put my hands up, and I had arms that had strings that would put spiders things out.
Right.
One year I was the monster of Wall Street. I had just like a monster mask, and I wore a suit. I had a suit for some reason as a real small kid. I don't know why a little kid would have a tuxedo like that, but I had one.
Did you, like, party favors, dance on a table at adult parties?
No.
With a top hat and a cane?
Well, they threw lit matches at me? No, definitely not.
All right. Do you remember specifically, like, all right, trick-or-treating during the day or at night?
I remember it would start in the day sometimes, but the time could have been started to be pulled back even in our youth, you know? But I remember trick-or-treating in the dark like a motherfucker for sure.
So do I.
But also in the day.
So do I. And I remember...
and we would have like 4 hours to do it. Now they have like an hour.
Back in the day, you would start at 6 and like you wouldn't get home till like 9:30 or so.
Yeah.
And then they switched it. It's like, oh, it's 2 hours. And I remember they changed to an hour and a half. And then it was like when I started getting older, they switched it to an hour. And I was like, oh, that sucks for the kids. Like, no, I remember being out for hours on end.
What if they had like a high stakes Halloween house where you had to put like a marker on the front yard and it was a pedophile's house, but they had like crazy candy there. Like you had to roll the dice. Like you go up there, maybe you get a whole case of like 12 candy bars.
Yeah. Right. What is the... I guess what's the downfall?
You might get breathed on funny, or like something might happen to you. You might go bobbing for something.
So it's like one of those haunted hay rides where you get raped or something and you have to sign a waiver. It's like this pedo might touch you a little bit.
But there's guaranteed to be at least $20 worth of candy that you'll get. You just got to snatch it and get away quick. You can't have like a bulky costume on.
So you definitely
if you fall
go
down,
on
you're done.
neighborhoodwatchdog.com before you go out and be like, listen, these are the jackpot houses right here.
Yeah. You find that you do some research on these pedos and you find the old ones that are slow, you know. What's the craziest thing you did on a Halloween?
Nothing. I never did anything like insane or anything like that. My mother was a fucking sheriff's deputy, so and my father, I was scared shitless of him. So
me and 2 of my friends one time in the 5th grade, we raped this old lady of a bunch of her Reese's cups.
Oh.
And I started off hot with that one.
I know. I was like, this is good. Oh. We rate this old lady.
This old fucking lady. She was like 85. She comes up and she has a big bowl of Reese's cups. And, oh, look at you boys. Oh, look at you. Oh, you look scary. Oh. And we each take one.
And then there's fucking Monterey. And the neck.
We each take one. And then there's a moment of hesitation. And she keeps talking about some shit. So we each take another one. And then we all look at each other and just start mad dashing. And we each took like 8 of them as she slowly pulled the bowl away. Like, oh, that's enough. Yeah. It was like wolves. It was nonverbal communication like a wolf pack where we're like, this old bitch had these Reese's cups and we just looked at each other like, go time.
Started growling and everything.
I think that was in the 5th.
Oh, you know what? No, I take that back. There was a crazy thing, sort of crazy. Way later, at you remember Dean?
I've met him, yeah.
Okay, at his house, not trick or treating.
Nigerian guy.
But yeah.
No,
he's Chinaman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chinaman Dean, they call him.
Yeah, Chinaman Dean.
Chinaman Dean.
Chinaman Dean. That's right. We were
That's a slur, by the way, Chinaman. You can't say that anymore.
I didn't. You did. We were at his house, and we were giving candy out. And the house down the road from us, like, he's saying, it's like, oh, they always go all out. They put a lot of money and everything into it. And they got a shit ton of decorations.
I've heard that story before. You waste your time walking a quarter mile to a fucking house, and they give you one small candy bar.
Right.
Been there.
So he's like, well, let's do it, like, deck this out and do something. I'm like, all right. So we come up just with whatever we could had at the moment, like just random shit I had laying around. It's like, all right, we'll do this. And so his wife at the time, like, it was dressed as a witch, and it was set back in the back.
So he's married, and you guys are putting on costumes to go knock on the house and get candy?
No. We were giving candy out.
Okay.
So yeah, she's in the back of the driveway by the garage. So you have to walk down this driveway, and there's this concrete wall on one side and then his house on the other, and he has this huge stereo system in his garage. So if he turns it on, it's got a big big bass and everything, and it ricochets off the houses, so it like really reverberates. So I go home that day, and like, I got it. So I go home, and this is when I was recording music all the time, which is somewhere on the fucking channel. I put together a storm, like a Hollywood thunderstorm horror sound effects track that's about like maybe an hour long, maybe not that long, I don't know. And I make a couple of them, and I put them on CD, and we bring them to his house, and we play that, and it's like real thunderstorm sounds, not like the cheesy 80s, 70s, and 80s kind. So it sounds legit with his system. We set that up, and then we just put some stuff together, just kind of like throw, like, you know, that like mesh shit that you buy at like the dollar store or whatever for Halloween, like for table covers.
Yarn,
yeah.
Not yarn, it's ropey kind of shit, yeah.
Yeah, so we get that, throw it around. Well, what I do is the mask you were wearing at the beginning, I had that, and I put this mask on top of it.
Yeah, that's how I found it, yeah.
I put that mask on top of it. I have my big black duster, my cowboy jacket. I put that on, and
Black D.
Yep. I have. I can't remember. It wasn't those gloves. It was something else. Well, Dean takes his chainsaw. We take the blade off it, and we set it up. So I was standing next to his wife, and I stood still the whole time. So it looked like I was a dummy. And every now and again, like, the kids would walk up and they'd look at me, and they just kind of like look, and I wouldn't move. Every now and again, though, I just kind of like twitch an arm or like a hand just like this, and like it would stop them dead. Or like I'd stand there, a kid would walk up, and I'd just slowly turn my head and just watch him go. And then every so often, I was to go, and I'd rip the cord on the chainsaw, and just fucking kids would just bolt out of there. After all the trick-or-treating was done, we did that for, the hour or whatever we were giving candy out. The guy that had all the shit that always goes all out down the road comes up, and they're friends with Dean, and they're like, all we heard the whole fucking time was everyone walking down talking about this house up here, like, and the shit that was going on. And I told Dean, I go, that right there is proof that low budget horror is way better than fucking high budget horror, because that's with shit we just threw together, and it fucking made a lasting impression.
Yeah,
I love doing shit like that for Halloween. Trick or treating's fun and all, and I like going out with my daughter. But if I had a choice, it would definitely be setting up shit like that every year.
Yeah.
Just to leave a lasting impression, just to traumatize them. But, you know, I'm not fucked up.
It is fun setting that shit up. I did the
Yeah, it's a blast.
I did the youth center haunted house as a kid. Helped with that and was able to run around and scare people, grab their legs and shit like that. That was fun.
Did you grab both legs?
No,
You get
single leg.
rapey charges for
Well, it'd be boy. I was a young boy. I can't can't rape as a young man.
Yeah, but that was that shit's definitely fun. I like doing that stuff.
I did a laser tag one time.
Zombie laser tag thing?
Yeah, did I tell you about that?
No, but I remember like they did that a couple times, didn't they?
It was pretty fucking sweet.
Down at the youth center?
No.
No?
This was like a pretty. It was.
I don't know where it was, but
It was in Albany, Georgia. It was a pretty legit setup, actually. You went through a course with a laser gun,
Yeah.
and in the beginning, you sit down in the locker room, and
yeah, all right.
an army guy comes out, and he's like, "This is how you operate this weapon, blah blah blah, this and this, you know, here you ready, blah blah blah." And you guys ready to go? And we're like, "Yeah, we're ready." And then
No.
the fucking locker that was in the room blasts open, and a zombie jumps out of the locker and fucking kills the guy in front of you. Then the locker's right in front of you, so the zombie's been sitting there the whole
Right.
time and shit like that. So then we shoot the zombie, and the zombie's head thing goes off, and the guy's laying on the ground. He's like, "Guys, you got to remember one thing. You got to do this." And I go, "We're ready to go. We'll put you out of your misery." And I start shooting him, and he goes, "No." And then I shoot him again, and he goes, "You just if your gun stops working, you got to replace the battery thing." I tried to
That's
kill
great
him, man.
B-side horror acting right there. There's only one way to prove my innocence. No, you gotta replace the battery.
The biggest scare I got out of that, they had a toilet set up with all fake grime and shit on it, and they would set off an air horn, and I think a light went off, and the toilet would spray steam and water and bits of debris out of it, and that made you jump pretty good. And
That's for the person with like a complete OCD and has to fucking wash
if
their
you
hands.
if you added
like,
that in, that could have really ruined
Yeah.
somebody's day. All the zombies.
It's on my teeth.
At an almost offensive level of mimicry, made sounds as if they were very agitated and perturbed, mentally challenged adults. And it was horrifying. You'd have these people in this crazy zombie shit running after you, going like a Leatherface, but like more like
From part 2?
more mentally challenged, more accurate. Like they were just
Right.
they were making goofball noises.
There's no other way around it, I guess.
Yeah. I'm trying not to say the one thing, but they sounded like, you know what I mean.
Handy capable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this glove, it's like there's some kind of retardation in the plastic, the way the mold was here. It's kind of like
I think it's fire retardant.
yeah, it must be. Yeah, I don't know about other costumes I had as a lot of them were homemade and shit like that. That was more prevalent back in the day. At the wrestling show last night,
Yeah, did they do anything Halloween-wise there?
yeah, they had a costume contest. And
Did they?
Everybody banded together and made sure the winner was the youngest, shortest kid there who was in a little shitty Iron Man, like a store-bought costume.
Shitty.
And it was all well and good in the moment, but then a couple hours later, I was thinking, just like, imagine the kid who's like 2 years older than him and spent 10 hours working on his costume with his mother, and then this kid's got this $20 fucking thing from Big Lots, and he wins it. I think
Yeah.
it sucks for that kid a little bit too, you know. Maybe the kid with the best costume actually should have won, and it shouldn't just been awarded to the youngest kid. You know, I don't know. So then I fucking stole his prize in the parking lot,
I would have.
kicked dirt on him.
I made the proton pack was completely homemade for my daughter from last year
Oh yeah.
out of styrofoam and shit. Actually, there it is.
It's pretty sweet.
Holy shit! Must have been a ghost. And all that fucking that craft foam you get at Walmart. I think I spent $8 on that whole thing, and that was mostly the spray paint.
I'm still trying to think of other costumes I had when I was younger. As an adult, I've been Jesus and a Coke dealer, and what was I?
Did you just recycle the same costume over and over?
No, I had long hair one year, so I was Jesus. I put blood on my hands and Band-Aids, so like
Band-Aids?
I had been crucified, and I made a crown of thorns, and I think I really pissed off this one guy. I was in the gas station buying beer, fully dressed as Jesus with the robe on and everything, and I went up and he didn't ID me, and I said, I was hoping you were going to ask my how old I was, what my birthday was. I was going to say 0, which would be inaccurate because it's AD anyway. It, really Jesus' birthday would be like however old he was BC, because that's when he was born. How old was he when he died? 33, like Jim Morrison and Janis Joplin, right?
Yeah.
He's in the 27 Club or whatever the fuck it is, right?
Yeah.
That's where it started, I guess. But no, he was not impressed with my joke at all.
Not the Band-Aids. Must have been the Band-Aids that put it over the top.
Yeah. I had a good costume a couple years ago, too, but I can't remember what it was.
How do you know it was good then? Could have been shitty.
Must have been shitty.
You just blocked it out of your mind.
Yeah.
I dressed as like I was dressed as shit before and didn't even fucking do anything. Like I dressed as Rob Zombie one year. Like with the long fucking hair and like the punk rock Rob Zombie, like the denim jacket and shit like that.
Oh yeah, okay.
What else? Do you ever go all out decorating anything? Or what do you actually remember decorating as a kid? Like
nothing really.
No? Well, you lived out in the farmhouse for the majority of
pumpkins,
that.
but didn't really have any foot traffic.
No, not
Unless
out there.
it was the local foot pervert walking his ass to the store to buy beer because he had a DWI.
You walk like a quarter,
Not really worried about impressing that guy.
quarter of a mile.
3 miles.
I remember those Bristol die cuts and shit like that I actually found on eBay just because I remember that
What's
shit.
that?
Remember, it's back in the 70s and 80s, they had those cardboard, like, cheap dollar store Ames Halloween decorations. Like, you'd get them, and it'd be like a witch in a cauldron or a haunted house or, like, a cat or a pumpkin. And it was, like, cartoony.
Made out of little drops of plastic?
No, they're made out of cardboard.
Oh.
It's just, like, these cut-out, like, images. And I'll show you, or I'll put them up there. And I remember my mom and my dad had a bunch of them, and that would be like the thing back then you put up on your windows and shit like that, or doors.
Oh yeah, I guess we did cobwebs in the windows or something.
Yeah.
Like
So back then, like, there wasn't big time like decorations. Like every now and again, you'd see like a house that went all out, but
Well, now there's electronics and motion sensor.
You know what I fucking hate now? Those stupid inflatable Halloween decorations.
Yeah.
Like the fans built into them.
Unless there's snow falling in there, like
I don't like
get
those either. I
fuck
don't
outta
like the
here.
Christmas ones. I don't know why. Every time I see them, I just feel like it's like you're not even trying. Like,
There's a guy they caught that was running around murdering those things. So they have.
I heard about that.
There's like 3 or 4 videos of him doing it, but when he runs up and kills them, he stabs them as if they're actual living beings, and like he'll do it like savagely, like with anger, stab them in like the heart like 3 times. You
Well,
know?
better a balloon man than a fucking
He was
person.
having fun doing it.
Right. Yeah, but I can't stand those things.
No, those are dumb.
Maybe it was me.
Those are dumb. Friend of the family years ago got a gift of one. It was gifted one of those, and it was an all season fucking lawn inflatable thing. And his take on it, and mine as well, was, oh yeah, thanks for this present. How did you know I wanted a 12-foot tall inflatable fucking football player humming in my yard at an audible level at all times? This is great.
Thanks.
Just what my front yard needed, an inflatable fucking running back.
Yeah, like, really. Why would I don't know?
Imagine getting that for somebody as a gift.
That's a good idea as a gag gift.
Yeah.
You get a giant penis for somebody, 10-foot penis.
I've been trying to give that guy gift my whole life.
Trying to get it. Search on Amazon. It's not there. Oh, but Yeah, those I don't like. What I do like, the cheap decorations. I love cheap decorations. They're always like, they always hold a special spot. But going into those like Spirit Halloween and shit like that, Halloween headquarters, and
I love going through those places.
watching
too.
all like the ones that are decked out and shit like that. Like those are awesome. Their decorations are fantastic, but I can never justify spending $300 fucking on like a mechanical like half torso zombie screaming thing. Like, man, it's like, man, that'd be awesome if it was $60.
Yeah.
Not fucking 230.
I love applying my own prices to things, you know, or just kicking around the idea in my head of what something will be worth, even though I know it's worth much more.
Yeah, and it sucks because, I mean, obviously Halloween only comes around once a year, and that's the reason that all these prices are so wicked high. But it drives me nuts. And if you wait until after Halloween, most of that stuff is just shipped off or sold. So all the discount stuff
They send it to another part of the world where it's Halloween there.
Yeah, third world country. Like when they do the shirts from the team that doesn't win the Super Bowl.
They sell the zombie parts to third world countries so they can scatter them in their yard to prove that they too are a dangerous drug dealer like their neighbors and ward off actual dangerous drug dealers, dangerous murderers. We only lost one daughter to piracy last month ever since we were gifted all of these torso parts from the United States.
Thank you, USA.
USA number one. Monster hand.
But
They give me free zombie parts in agreement for them to use the bodies of my previously deceased children as templates for their designs.
Yeah.
You will see them on a lawn near you next year. This was my son's head.
Oh, gee. I love the like the cheap styrofoam like tombstones and shit like that. Love those things.
They have foam dead babies you can buy.
I know, and a shit ton of them too. Like not just like one or two kinds. Like
A whole nursery, a whole
seriously,
tragedy's worth.
There's like 20 or 30 different kinds. Like there's crawling, sitting, like staring, like blinking. Fucking. You know, there's actually a Halloween decoration I was gonna get, and I really like it. It's for the outside in. It's like I can't remember. It's like a creeper or something like that. It's called. But it sits in your window, and it just like it looks in. Like they have ones that like do
Oh, the head
this.
goes up and down or something?
No, and the eyes like do this, and they have one that's it's a tapping one and just taps on the window like and looks inside, just taps every now and again.
You gotta buy we gotta get those and put them on Charlie's.
I'm gonna get
house.
one
Let's
and
put
just
one on Charlie's house.
Okay, I'm gonna get one and just put it in the fucking window for episodes. Just the tapping one.
That's a good idea. That's a fine idea.
Just it constantly just stares in.
You can put different hats on it and stuff.
Yeah, we'll put like a trucker hat on it.
FBI,
Put a Rastafarian hat on it.
Klan hood. That's racism trying to get into the show. You won't let him in. He's this close.
He gets down
He's
on the
right
window.
there, but
Hey. Yeah, but they're not that expensive. They're on Amazon too. I'll probably pick one up.
I
eventually.
particularly like seeing the cheap shit, like just
They're awesome. Cheap shit's awesome.
a bag of 6 ears for $6. You know?
Yeah.
You can buy fingers, little body parts, hearts, eyeballs. I like just seeing the gore.
Walgreens or Rite Aid, whatever you want to call it, they have that shit. They have like the eyeballs and stuff for like $3 for like a 6-pack, 5-pack, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stuff like that's great. I remember when I was like a teenager, I hated the cheap decorations, but as I got older, I learned to appreciate them. Like really learned.
Why'd you hate them as a teenager?
Because I thought they were kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, really think about it, my favorite horror movies are cheesy. Like, I think they're great.
My costume tonight, by the way, is I dressed as myself. I've been sitting around fucking playing my new video game.
I didn't know we were dressing in costumes.
I'm not a big gamer. I have to say that as a disclaimer, but I've been sitting around smoking pot all day, and I always dress up for the podcast.
I thought
I
you were.
thought I would dress as myself. It's my costume.
I thought you were pulling off the whole Thor look from Endgame.
No, actually I made that whole thing up. Because I was sitting around smoking pot all day, I was too lazy to put on a suit and a funny shirt and all that cool shit like I usually do. And I usually do dress up for something goofy for the show. So I figured tonight I'd come as self.
Come as self?
Yep.
What are you, Russian?
Yes, I come as self. Self-titled. I'm self-titled tonight.
I come as self.
The rapper.
I don't know what we are.
Meet me on a rap tour, and a rap tour might bite your face.
Looks like you dress as freeloader. Is that what you are?
I'm dressed in the Kmart special. This is actually my favorite T-shirt I own. I got it 16 years ago at a Salvation Army for $1. Just because it has a palm tree on it and it's a happy-looking T-shirt. It looks like a Mario palm tree, maybe. I guess I don't know.
Like the neck is all stretched out to hell.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I've had it for 16 years, dude. What do you want from me? But it's a restaurant, and I think it's still in business. But it exists an hour and a half from here, and one day I'm gonna go there.
With the shirt?
Yeah, be wearing it.
You're gonna knock yourself out with that rope. Take out an eye.
Myself in the fucking eye. Yeah, that'd be good for the Halloween episode. Should have brought my staple gun. How's it feel being a quadruple fucking champion? By the way, I'm still waiting. Waiting for the
triple. We can do that.
Oh yeah,
we can do that.
I bet I should challenge you. I should throw the gauntlet down. I throw down the fucking gauntlet to win my goddamn titles back.
I challenge you. I will put all three.
I'm challenging you for a defense. I'm challenging.
Okay, I will defend all 3 belts in one match.
Hell yeah, you will.
It'll be trivia. First one to 3.
All right.
And perfect for this, I just picked up a horror movie trivia game.
Excellent. Do it. Bust it out.
Yes, that's what we're gonna do.
And one more thing. Take that zipper down just like this far.
No.
All right. You're good.
I almost did.
That'd probably throw me off my game, so you wouldn't want to do that, you know? Horror trivia, is it divided into decades or anything like this? Yeah, let's get the belts up here. It's been so long since I've seen them.
I thought you were gonna make another one.
I was busy smoking weed and playing video games all day, dude. I didn't have time. I should have taken just a video game and glued it to a strap and been like, this is a video game championship. Just the case.
All right.
While you figure that out, I'm going to show what's on the line. First, we have literally the best pro wrestle as far as talent. Drive, heart, looks in the entire state of Georgia. And yes, that includes Ron Simmons. This beautiful title belt with the state of Georgia properly represented on the plate will be on the line, as well as I should probably give a history of each championship. First held
what
by
I'm
me.
What I'm gonna do is, because the other episodes aren't on there with these title defenses and intros. The first one is.
Yep.
That one's up, but the other 2 aren't. So what I'm gonna do is actually cut those together and put them up so you get a history. So
You know, they call details like that Semitics, and if there's one thing I always say about myself is I'm anti-Semitic.
I know you are, and I really respect that about you because you're just right out in the open with it.
Yep. The Intercontinental Championship. Oh! Former champion me, current champion Quackers. The king of this fucking thing. My first championship. Former champion me, current champion Quackers. All 3 belts on the line tonight. Yeah. Sunday. Horror movie, Halloween episode, special challenge, deathmatch. 3 titles on the line.
Here's the thing: should we do it 1 game,
deathmatch?
First to 3 wins all 3, or each question
is for each belt.
All right, that's what.
And whoever has the more belts at the end.
What was that?
Whoever has the morest.
All right, that's better.
Whoever has the more belts, whoever has the most belts at the end, is able to activate a 4th round, sudden round death match to challenge they have to put all their belts on the line, but they can challenge for if somebody has 2 belts, they can challenge, they can have a 4th round to try to win the other one.
You know what I'm going to do, because I just don't see it happening anytime soon? I'll tell you after the
fact. Go fuck yourself? Blow yourself? I'm not going to blow you.
That happens. Whatever. Yeah, I'll wait. If I come out of this with all 3 belts, we'll go from there. All right. If we're doing each question right, all right. Will there be a rebuttal question, or is it just like if you get it right, that's it?
You're defending the belts, man. You tell me how I'm gonna take these fucking beauties home on my shoulder tonight.
All right.
I'm gonna walk into the bar wearing the 60 pounds of gold and fucking bring a broad home without even saying anything on the way home from here. On a Sunday night, I'm going to the bar with these and just.
It works.
I'm just gonna walk in with them on my shoulder and.
With your costume as is.
Yeah.
I could see that happen, dude. I.
The girls see the sweatpants, they know I have agility and that I'm athletic. You know, and I can go.
Yeah, and the
stamina.
The hoodie on top of that is like he's laid back. He's laid back. He's
but also
cool.
I could be working out in it, cutting weight, sweating.
That's
and
right.
stuff.
Yeah. The palm tree.
That's to show that I'm cool and I smoke trees.
And you like to vacation. You like to travel.
Yep.
You're very educated.
Yellow. It's a yellow shirt because I'm sympathetic to the Asian community and their many trials, tribulations, and causes.
And you're bright, like a sunny day. Yeah. You're bright, warm.
Why are you trying to butter me up? Are you trying to bow out of this fucking title defense we're gonna have right now?
Oh no, because I have an idea after. I'm a Ghostbuster.
All right, let's help
All right.
me win some of these titles, man.
All right.
God damn.
So first one. You want to go first?
You're the champ. Would you act like the champion and show some fucking initiative, dude?
I am. I'm giving you the option to go first.
Damn. You go first.
All right. Well, that means that you answer first. Okay. In the 1982 movie Basket Case.
What belt is it for? I have that movie. I bought it on eBay a year ago, and
you should get this one.
Yes.
We'll go in order that they were debuted.
Okay.
Or in reverse order.
Okay.
Okay. So this is for the fucking Oklahoma Championship.
Georgia.
In the 1982 movie Basket Case, what does the character Dwayne carry in his basket?
His twin brother. Siamese twin, separate brother.
Yes, his Siamese twin. All right.
Oh, God. Thank you, God. I want to thank God first.
All right.
Secondly, Satan. Thirdly, Buddha. Fourth, Allah. Fifth, Gaddafi. Thank you. Thank you. Casey Anthony, call me. Got the gold back, baby. Your turn.
All right.
For the Intercontinental Championship.
Right.
What Jennifer Love Hewitt led horror movie? That's the question.
I know this one.
Fuck. Revolves around a group of teens that hits a mysterious stranger with their magical school bus and goes on an adventure to another dimension where there's aliens and they fight different kinds of animals, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's in it.
Oh, Mars Attacks.
This was weird. It's weirdly odded. It's oddly worded weirdly.
That's right.
I gotta throw this one out. All right. Just tell me what's a horror movie?
Oh,
What Jennifer Love?
Right here. These.
So a group of teens hit a guy with their car, and that's.
I know what you did last summer.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I'll take the horror movie belt.
The Intercontinental title.
The horror belt.
Oh, the other one. There was 2 questions on each one. The other one was Hostile. We just talked about that 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So now.
All right, now this is going to be a make or break. So this will be a rebuttal one. So if you get it right, I'll go for it, and I'll get it right. Which is probably what we should have did with the other one.
So I get a first shot at it. I'm champ, can't take it back. No gives these backsies. So saith the Lord, so it is written, so it shall be done.
Right, okay. So, all right. Paris Hilton's on-screen demise was the primary draw for
Wax Museum. House of Wax.
2000, yes. All right. Rebuttal.
Do I get to pick which one is harder, or can I just read the top
Whatever one, I don't really. I just read the top one, but whatever one you
Where
want.
is the 2008 movie The Strangers entirely set?
Oh, that one I don't know.
You got a guess?
No, because I didn't watch The Strangers.
Yeah, you're not going to guess?
Chicago.
I'm going to guess mental asylum because it's probably not a state. It's probably like a cave or something, dude.
Probably. It's
in a house.
Suburban town, yeah.
We can't get out of Chicago. I think a lot of people live that horror movie all the time.
That's right. What's the population of Chicago?
It goes down everywhere. It probably goes up and down. There's ups and downs everywhere. You know?
Yes. All right, that one's yours. Take it.
Oh, God. God. I feel like it can't be real.
I can't do what I was going to do.
I feel like I can't be. Being a fighting champion, I'm gonna put these on both on defense right now in a double Dutch bonus death match.
Holy shit! With the Dutch?
Yep.
The double Dutch.
Yep. What's my favorite candy bar? I don't know. It's a Reese's death match. Reese's Pumpkin Patch death match.
Holy shitballs!
All right. Well, how this works is, if you answer 3 questions in a row, I got to answer 1.
Okay. Whatever.
What 2000 psychological horror film contains a son that astral projected into a realm called the Further?
Astral projected into the realm called the Further. A 2000, right?
2010 psychological horror film.
2010?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, oh shit balls. It's not The Conjuring. It's
It's close.
I know, and I know the fucking movie.
It was The Condiments.
Oh,
Remember the mayo scene?
Yeah, that's right.
No, what is it?
I'm trying to think of the name of the goddamn movie. I know, like, the demon fucking face and everything. Like, they go into the thing. The old lady that's, like, trying to... It's kind of like a...
That's it.
It's kind of like a...
If you get this
a
right.
spin-off of, like, Poltergeist. Or not a spin-off, but it's like a mirror of Poltergeist.
If you get this right, you'll volley it right back to me, man.
I know.
And we'll go to somebody... Well, no, you don't know, because now it's 3-1. I'm going to be so impressed if you get this one right, we'll just turn it into a fair contest.
God damn it.
But if you lose, you're done.
I can see the entire fucking movie, like... And I can't think of the name of it.
You want to... Do you have a guess? What do you think?
No, it's just good. It's my fucking brain freeze.
Dude.
Too much shit this fucking month. I can't. I know the fucking movie. I
You're
know
gonna
the
kick
actors
yourself
in it.
in the ass for this.
I know, like, the scenes in it. I've seen it.
Remember Catherine Zeta-Jones is in it? Chicago, you just said it. It won a fucking Emmy. It won a Tony that year, dude. No, Insidious.
Yes, fucking Insidious. That's what it
All right,
was.
now you ask me one. And if I win it, I'm keep walking home with both the belts. Even though I'm going to a fair contest, even though you got that one wrong.
All right, this female lead in this film, the female lead in this film finds herself followed by an invisible force after sleeping with her boyfriend.
It Follows.
Yeah.
That was a cool movie.
I didn't see that.
I'll keep
I knew the
those.
movie, but...
Double champion.
Ooh.
I'd like to thank Allah.
Allah.
Praise be. Assalamu alaikum. That's how I'm going to take
Actually,
them.
I'll put this one on the line, too.
All right.
Maybe I can undo some clutter.
That's not clutter. That's the Intercontinental title, my friend. Hours of blood, sweat, and tears went into masturbating to those porno DVDs I used to create it.
We'll do
5 minutes.
old school. We'll do first to 3.
All right.
Go ahead.
What is the name of the serial killer in the 2004 movie? We just talked about that. I'm not going to ask you that one because I just said fucking Jigsaw that I watched the movie Jigsaw. At the end of the slasher film crossover, Freddy vs. Jason, which horror icon walks away holding the other's hand? That's severed head. Sorry.
No, it was hand. I remember that. Jason walks away holding Freddy's head. No.
Yes, that's one.
That's easy.
So one card for you. First to 3.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at 20 Jason action figures behind the camera, and of course, you got a Jason question. I got a basket case question though, and that's kind of an obscure movie.
Who wrote the 1981 film American Werewolf in London? I only went with that one because the other one is so fucking easy. Like this, I'll read that one after, but
Peter Jackson.
no,
I'm not.
John Landis. The other one was the name the movie with the tagline "In space, no one can eat ice cream." Come on, you gotta know this one.
Fucking Candyman 17.
No, man, that I should have said that. No, that was Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh man,
No, all right, whatever.
I would have gotten both of those wrong. So it's
I
also
was surprised. The first one I thought was way.
it's
fucking
also fucked up. I threw you a softball of a Jason question, and then you're like, "This question's too easy for him."
I thought that one would have been way too fucking easy. Like,
All right, now
apparently not.
what 2008 vampire movie was filmed and set in Sweden?
2008 vampire movie.
Yes.
Van Helsing. I don't know if that was.
Let the right one in.
No, that one I did. I that's on Netflix or some shit like that, but I didn't watch it. I didn't watch that shit. In this 1993 horror comedy starring a young Jennifer Aniston, this involves an annoying, vengeful creature who believes a family has stolen his pot of gold.
The Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
The other one was fucking difficult.
Where do the survivors in Dawn of the Dead take refuge?
You would have got it wrong. You would have thought you got it right, but you would have got it wrong because I would have got it wrong.
I want to say the mall, but I'm going to say it was actually underground bunker.
No, it was a mall, but
Oh,
you would have had to know the
no.
mall. I wouldn't know the fucking mall.
oh.
Like, I would have said, yeah, mall. Wait, this is yours. Yeah. That was just...
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I won that card. 1-1. The score is 1-1 for the Intercontinental title. What actress plays Claire Spencer in the movie What Lies Beneath?
What actor?
What actress plays Claire Spencer in the movie What Lies Beneath? So I think essentially the question is, who's the famous...
I have no idea.
Michelle...
Pfeiffer.
Mi-
Oh, Michael.
Michelle Kwan.
Oh, Michael Kwan.
Michelle Kwan.
Yeah, he was that figure skater in the Olympics.
I know who Michelle Pfeiffer is.
No, you don't. It was Michael Kwan.
No, she was in Dangerous Minds.
Yeah. I'm your number one fan. Name the movie.
Swim Fan. No!
Fuck, man, you're easy.
That wasn't a joke answer. That was my real answer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No. Misery.
Oh, okay. That should have been.
I
easy.
would've said-
I could tell you like 2 actors in that and like who wrote it and everything.
I would have said Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 with Chop Top, and that would have been a technically right answer.
Okay. I was thinking the stupid baseball movie with Wesley Snipes in it.
Baseball movie, Wesley. I know it's
The Fan.
Oh. You have to read it out
What
loud.
holiday themed? What holiday themed movie featured a crazed miner and a pickaxe?
St. Valentine's yeah. Valentine's Day Massacre or some shit like that. It's fucking Valentine's. I know it's that.
Judges can't take that as an answer.
I know they can't. I own the fucking remake of it too.
No, they can't.
No.
They can't take that. The fucking remake doesn't count for anything.
My Bloody Valentine.
Oh, nailed it.
Yeah. All right.
2-1. 2-1.
right.
Intercontinental title on the line. Love to walk out of here a triple champion.
What is the name of the family pet in the movie The Lost Boys?
Corey Haim's secret mental damage from years of abuse as a child.
Can you see through these?
I don't know. Spike.
No, Nanook.
Oh, fuck. All right. What 2014 movie involves a story of two siblings battling a supernatural mirror? What do you got?
If I do this long enough, he'll break down and give me the answer.
You don't got nothing, do you?
No idea. Not for battling a fucking mirror.
You don't want to guess?
Mirror from the mall. I don't know.
Is that your guess?
Yes. No.
It's the mirror.
I told you.
No, it's not the mirror. It's called Oculus.
Oh, because
Yeah.
That's 8.
Yeah. You know flies have 8 eyes?
Yeah, and 2 legs. They walk. That was
each.
Baxter.
Bastard Stockman.
Bastard Stockman.
Oh, we should have done Lon Chaney makeup for Halloween.
He used fucking wires. This 1985 horror comedy about vampires was Jim Carrey's first starring role.
Oh man. Blade.
No, Once Bitten.
That's a great white owl. God damn it.
Yeah, whites. Whites. Greats, whites. Bitten.
What 2014 film is based on a Hasbro board game? For the win.
2014 Hasbro Ouija.
Chicago.
Yes!
You
Oh, wait,
won.
wrong.
You win. The Intercontinental title is yours. Congratulations, my friend. I'll be bringing these home with me tonight. Feels good to be a double champion. I think I will take a bath with the toaster unplugged when I get home. I just keep it plugged in. Not that I'm going to do that. Just.
You know what? I'll put this on the line again right now.
All right.
Another one. First, sudden death. It'll be sudden death. He's going to fall. Sudden
You
death.
need a new fucking chair, bro.
Ready? Sudden death. I am a fighting champion because I've defended this 3 fucking times now. 3 times.
I defended both mine as soon as I won them.
Ready? All right.
I'm going to put these on the line too.
Oh.
With this one. In this.
Sudden death?
Yep.
All right.
2 for 1. That's how much of a fighting champion I am. I'm going 2 for 1 on the title belts.
All right.
Getting pumped here, man. I got an excitement boner going on. Competition boner.
Which Carey 1976 star also plays Linda in the original 1978 film Halloween? Oh.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
No. PJ Souls. Linda.
Ah.
I have to get this right.
And you win all 3 belts.
You better keep that toaster plugged in for the time being. Either one, man. Lay it on me.
In what 1989 movie?
Wait. Before I answer this, we should make it so if we both get this wrong on the sudden death, the belts are vacated. And then vacant as the champion.
And we'll have to make a tournament for him.
Yes, add it into the fucking other one.
Yeah.
All right, go.
No, we can't have those vacated because it's going to take you a million fucking years to have somebody be champion of that. So those have to stay in constant circulation. They have to be on somebody's waist that will not be happening.
Okay, go.
In what 1989 movie did Fred Gwynn tell his neighbor how he can make his son, Nick Gage, live again? Future hardcore, MDK for life.
Pet Cemetery.
Murder, Death, Kill Gang. Pet Cemetery. I didn't see that one coming. That was a good run back on the top.
So, here's my idea. Because this is not gonna fucking happen anytime soon. These belts, happy fucking Halloween, trick or treat. I am now merging.
No,
Into one
no. Oh, fuck.
One belt, and then we'll do fucking tournaments and whatnot for whatever, because we don't need to.
God damn it.
This will be defended all the time in any kind of fucking match. Video games, trivia, fucking naked waltzing.
So is that belt active now?
This is active now.
Thank
This
you.
belt is active.
Thank you. All right, what about the old belts? Can you destroy them in front of me?
I can.
All right, I'm ready. It's time for me to close this chapter of my life.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Let's do
It's
this.
a big step, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's do this.
We're gonna do this dramatically. I was gonna use scissors.
I'm ready. Oh, God. Just hurts my... Right through the state of Georgia. Oh, not the Intercontinental title. He's gonna split that cunt in half. Oh, God. The Asian girl. Oh, the butts. There was butts on there. Fuck.
I didn't even know if that was my camera.
Ah,
And here
the king of this thing.
is the first one.
Can I have the cat off of it, please?
You can have the kitty.
Can we have it be like the Sylvester Stallone movie where he gets the dog off the front of the truck? Alright. I don't know if I can even watch this. Alright.
But that's okay,
They're really gone.
because the new King of the Continental Georgia Championship right here.
That part of my life is over. Arguably the best Georgia Championship wrestler of all time, I'd say. Some are saying the best Intercontinental Champion, too. The first ever King of this thing champion. Inaugural title holder. 3 belts that are laying in pieces on the ground in front of me. But it's all for naught. And it's not for naught because,
And not for all.
yeah,
Yeah. Because now everything's merged.
that belt is in circulation. And I'm not even going to fucking challenge you for it because it looks too fucking dope with that outfit. So, I don't even want to win it tonight. Tonight, I think you should keep it.
Yeah, we've had fucking, like, what, 5, 6 title defenses in one night?
But on the next show, this is a Russo-ass fucking episode.
It really is. They slip
episode-
on a pole and everything.
It's booked by Vince Russo.
Judy Packwell.
We unmasked in the beginning. It's like, oh, those character changes,
Oh!
title changes, title belts destroyed. Oh, fuck.
This is like episode of Nitro 1999.
Got the kitty still.
That could be your custom nameplate when you win this.
Turn it into a belt buckle. Yeah. Make it so it spins on that.
Yeah, so this one's in circulation now. This one's been waiting forever.
That's what I wanted all along.
Waiting forever. And I got sick of waiting. And that's why I said, I got an idea if I walk away with all of them. I'm just going to fucking merge them. And here you go. This one's in circulation now.
Now I can finally win it, go home and film a promo where I throw it into a burning 55-gallon drum full of trash and destroy it just like you destroyed my belts in front of me, because turnabout is fair play. I know those are cheap belts, but if you add up the value of all 3 of those, it's about the same, so.
You might pay for the tip.
Well, good.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Halloween.
I'm gunning for that shit. Watch your back, Egon.
Yeah, Spangler.
We'll be crossing streams later.